Ura TV.
So that's hello there. You welcome to this wonderful and exciting moment on your favorite and blissful online television. I'm talking about Ura TV here. My name is Sunday Atabo. You welcome to Kogi Politics. Here we avail the opportunity to know what is happening in that state they call Kogi State, especially in the area of politics. Kogi State is strategically located. I always say this Kogi State border 10 states, that has been my slogan for days now or months, telling the whole world why Kogi State is always on the news and front burner. 8 days to Kogi State governorship election. Expectation is high and everybody is talking about Kogi State. Why is Kogi this unique that we have Imo and Bielsa? But go flip through pages of national dailies. Attention is on Kogi State. Senator Dino Melai was on it yesterday talking about what will happen or what is expecting. And he said that he will be expecting a free and fair election, but accusing APC. And yesterday we had a wonderful broadcast from the candidate of APC denying the accusation and saying, yes, maybe Dino Melai is shouting and crying and because defeat is close to him. And we have views and ideas and many people talking about that yesterday. Today, I have a special guest in the studio here. His name is Comrade Desmond Obaru. Comrade Desmond Obaru will be here a few minutes from now and we'll discuss Kogi politics. Our target, our aim here is to bring Kogi State politics close to you, where you sit at the comfort of your house and you see all that is happening, you know all that is happening. And our guest that we have here is availing them opportunity to reach out to Kogi audience, and especially most of us that are online. I'll be right back after this break and you meet my guest. My name is Sunday Atabo. You're watching Ura TV. Please, we want to plead with you that share this video. Let people see, let people know that Ura TV is live. I'll be right back. Sunday Atabo is the host today.
Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. This is Ura TV, and of course, I am your lady, Judith Peters. I'm here to talk about Selling Point because it's a new program on Ura TV where we get to bring you out there and let the whole world know about what you sell. Yes, when you hear Selling Point, I know it will be coming through your mind like you'll be wondering, what are they talking about? Selling Point is a way of identifying you, putting you out there with your product, your business, your services. This is all we do. Your goods and services have to be there because we want you to grow, and also you help us grow. And I'll be your guide here in the studio on Ura TV English. You go follow us on all social media platforms, our Instagram, our Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also contact us on this number showing on your screen right now.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm happy because I know that you're still there watching this evening live broadcast, Kogi Politics. I'm excited that I have Alhaji Muhammad Adama watching this live broadcast. Please tell us where you're watching from, and I will appreciate more if you share the video. Danladi John is watching this video. Okay, he is in Ajaka. Watching this video. Sheikh is watching, and we have wonderful and unique and great followers here. So let me avail the opportunity to meet my guest today. You are welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Comrade Obaru Desmond. Happy to have you here.
It's a pleasure having you, having me.
Okay, thank you. Please, let's meet you properly.
Okay. My name's Desmond Obaru, and I hail from the Central Senatorial District of Kogi State. And in precise, I'm from Oguri Magongo local government. and most precisely from Ogori community. I've been in politics for some while. I have witnessed a lot of political dispensations. And it interests you to know that I hitherto my current position of SDP, I've been a strong member of the ruling party APC before we find ourselves where we find ourselves, premise on principles.
Okay, now you are in SDP.
Yes,
Supporting Murtala Yakubu Ajaka.
Perfectly.
Your candidate. Tell me, the ruling party in Nigeria at the federal level is the APC. Your state, Kogi State, I'm very sure is the APC. And few months ago, you are in APC. Tell me, what happened and why are you here? And why are you in SDP? And why Murtala Yakubu Ajaka?
Okay, that is most interesting question. The truth of the matter is that if you have a background that you must always follow the trend of righteousness, especially when it comes to politics. You're talking about political righteousness. In a situation whereby you are dealing with a lot of people, you feel that the right thing ought to be done. If peradventure or covertly you find yourself in a system that is not working and does not represent the true tenets and the fervent ideology of promoting the people, you must navigate your way to liberty. And I think that my sojourn in APC, in Kogi State precisely, has been such that has not reflected the will of carrying the commoners along. I belong to the proletariat. I belong to the talakawas. I belong to the men in the panganibas. I belong to the grassrooters. I stay with them. I live with them. I feel their pains. And maybe as we sojourn, I will tell you the reason why and the suffering that is at the locals. And when workers are working, maybe we'll come to that, when workers are not being remunerated, when you see a level 14 officer begging, like the normal almajiris in the street, not on the account that they have not worked, but on the account that there's a powerful man there who perhaps feels that he's greater than the Almighty, to whom all of us are going to be answerable to, who held the people hostage. Among other things, our people are suffering. Our people are suffering.
But I'm not expecting to hear this from you, because from afar and from publication that is available, especially through the medium of social media and other media platform. You know, the administration of your governor, the present governor of Kogi State, it seems to be a young people-oriented government. You are young, if I'm not mistaken. I think its party, its system and ideology is for young people. And in the same administration, with the same personality, you are leaving the party for another party. Tell us.
Yes, Sunday, I have said, I will pin at several fora that it is not about whether you are young or you are old. It is about your state of mind. It is about your vision. It is about your intent to doing what is right. Like I have said in the course of my first response, I said Kogi State, the ordinary man in Kogi State, the ordinary workers in Kogi State are suffering. And I am not convinced that there's a reason why they should continue to perpetually suffer at that level. Yes, the governor is a young man, but does he have a young heart? Does he believe, you understand, that there is still an opportunity ahead of this dispensation or this period of time? So honestly, it's not about the age. It is about your state of mind. It's about who you are. And like I said the suffering at the local level, forget about what you are seeing on social medias and whatever. Go, you come from a local government. If you have a friend that is from Kogi State, go and confirm from the ordinary man in Kogi State, especially the local government workers. I said they are living more worse than the normal almajiris in the town. not on the account that they are not working. As I speak to you now, since the inception of this government for about 7 years and thereabout, workers have been paid miserable, quote and unquote, miserable half salary. It is glorified when you say they have been enjoying half salary. No. If you talk about half salary, you are talking about maybe 50%. But I am saying miserable because I know what I am talking about. I live with the people. I'm saying miserable on the account that people take 20%.
Are you telling me that is a new discovery that the people are now being treated badly? Because in the last election, your party, your then party, APC, won overwhelmingly in the presidential election. Even most of the senatorial election. Even in the House of Assembly, they have majority.
Yes.
So what happened?
Yes.
Is it something or a new discovery that you just discover that this government, this party, this ideology is different?
Yes. Let me start by creating a foundation of what I call abracadabra. The more you look, the less you see. And that is the situation in Kogi State. I don't want to bore you with the rudiments of whether the presidential election was victorious or not. I am talking about a government that is so close to the people, the closest government, how he has treated the people over time. If you want us to go into specifics, I begin to remind you that as a pressman, I know that within your cover, you have an information, a credible information of how Kogi governorship election was run, especially at the state capital, where talk took over everywhere, where a police helicopter under the instruction of the governor went on air, and people were being shot, and people were being, intimidated and disenfranchised at local Goma area and other areas. I'm sure you have that news if you check your archives. There's one thing in winning an election from the will of the people, and it's another thing in winning an election, you understand, by intimidating the people, just like you are seeing now. But I know that this time around the people are vehement to see that the right thing is done. If you look at now, it is still the old order that you can see. That is why you see serious massive killing in Kogi State, orchestrated by the government. Serious intimidation, burning of the houses. Go to the east and see what is happening in the east. People's houses are burnt down and whatever. And precisely preceding the last election, governorship election, you remember the woman, I'm sure you have the story, the woman at Julie, where Oshadam, where they destroyed, they had to keep this woman inside her house and they set her ablaze. And that is exactly the road they are towing now. If you have done well, you need to maim the people to win an election. Elections in Kogi State, before now, hitherto now, has been by force and by fire. And we have confidence now in the current president, in person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's an old politician who has passed through a lot of rudiments, good or bad, to get to where he is today. And I think he's more passionate, even though I may not want to compare his character with other successive presidents. But the truth of the matter is that I have an understanding, a belief that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, being the first, Kogi being the first election, Imo and Bayelsa, I can assure you that we are going to experience free and fair election. And I can assure you that if we have free and fair election in Kogi State, the characters of the new government, of those who are in government now, will become history.
Okay, so let's journey into the manifesto of your candidate, Murtala Yakubu Ajaka. What do you think he will do differently that would change the narrative in Kogi State?
Yes, he will certainly do differently because, like for example, I discovered Muri Ajaka and I took my time to study him, his ways, his past antecedents to his people, and I discovered that he is a humanist. He's a young, enterprising man who has the love of his people. He has been into this developmental arrangement before now. If you go to the east and you see a lot of street lights, a lot of personal development that he has done for the people. And I'm sure that while he was doing that, he never contemplated coming to contest an election. I have studied him, I have related with him, I have interfaced with him, and I can assure you that he's just on a rescue mission. He's just on a rescue mission. I have said that we are in a very bad and terrible state now in the state, where salaries are not being paid, where nothing is moving. Don't forget that Kogi State ought to be an industrial state with a Jakuta Steel Company and with Itakpe Iron Ore. And these ordinarily were supposed to be an alternative route for injecting funds for more circular flow of income in Kogi State. But that is not the case now. You agree with me that today, Ajaokuta, owing to political reason or whatever reason, is moribund. You agree with me that Itakpe is moribund. Now repositioning Kogi, that ordinarily should be an industrial state, into a civil service state. And you agree with me that it is only when salaries are being paid as and when due that you can have a perfect circular flow of income. That is when business thrives. That is when you can curb insecurity. Don't forget that an idle man, a hungry man is an angry man. So, but in a situation, if you check, when this government came in, it went into what you call screening. Screening were done, and after the screening, so many workers, especially at the local level, were almost divided times 3, and 2/3 were off the local government, leaving about 1/3. Then we moved to the second stage.